Hi everybody, welcome back. This is Gavin. I hope everyone's doing well. Today I'm going to do something different than what I've done before. I am going to show what is approximately one half of my Beatles collection. And then I'll do the part two after I unbox the other Beatles. I'm starting to put everything I own in boxes because I'm getting ready for moving to a bigger place. But I happen to have these all together and I just thought I'd show them to you. So I'm not going to stop and say anything fancy schmancy, but if there's something you want to see more of, just let me know. This is the Beatles collection, vinyl, CD, mini LPs, and something special at the end. But let's start with the mini LP box set, the Beatles in mono, individually packaged mini LPs of the mono recordings, 13 other albums. Coming up, we have the Beatles, the US albums. Pretty much the same setup. Slides out, and there's those puppies right there. I also have the Beatles, the British box, but that's with the other half that is boxed up elsewhere. My throat's hurt really bad. You ever have those days where you feel like you swallowed a porcupine? Oh, by the way, you see this shirt? I have not been wearing this for 3 days. I have been filming a lot of videos wearing the same shirt. But the funny thing is when I do go to buy clothes, I always buy clothes that look like what I'm wearing. It's just, I don't know. Okay, now let's look at the vinyl. Revolver, always in my top 3 favorite Beatles albums. Kind of a good psych rock pop album. Followed by this beauty here, Abbey Road. Side 2 is just amazing. Yellow Submarine. We all live in... Okay. I'm sorry, every time I see a Beatles record, I just gotta sing. Okay, coming up, we got a little special treat for you. Oh, what's so special about Beatles 62 through 1970? You may ask. Well, I will show you. It's on blue vinyl. I also have 62 through 66 on red vinyl. I'll show that later when I find it. And the Beatles. We call this the White Album, of course. What's so special about this one? Wait for it. A white vinyl. When I found this thing, I was just, enormously happy to have it in my collection. Beatles 65. Okay, I gotta hustle because there's a lot of stuff here. Oh my God. The Beatles, something new. Oh, I like the Beatles. Oh, look. Here we have the Beatles, yesterday and today. Okay, stop. Yesterday and today. Hey Jude. I think. Yeah, this one's on Apple. A very psychedelically covered cover, a collection of oldies. When I was younger, I always fantasized that the Beatles were my uncles. I just love those guys. When I was a kid, I was just crazy about them. This is Sgt. Pepper's, and this one was on Capital Green label, but it has the insignia little page in there. Yeah, just this thing. As a kid, I cut out the mustache so I could wear the mustache. I couldn't grow one, so I cut it out. Oh, God. And I just destroyed that record. I mean, who does that, right? Well, I was 10 years old, so... If anyone catches me doing something like that now, just shoot me. Meet the Beatles. This one's kind of lunched, but the record's in decent shape. I think what label it's on. Capital. The Beatles at the Hollywood Bowl. It's a great gatefold cover. If there's something you see that you want to see more of or have me expound upon, just let me know. This is in the shrink still. This is the Beatles 67 through 70, or the Blue Album. Now, as far as Beatles related, I just have a couple I grabbed real quick. George Harrison's All Things Must Pass. I haven't opened this yet. It's still in the shrink. I don't know why. I just can't make myself do that. So I'm weird like that. That's a 2001 reissue, by the way. I don't know if this is. I forgot to check if this was original pressing or not. But this is the Concert for Bangladesh, George Harrison. Okay, now let's go on to just the regular CD releases for the Beatles. We have Rare Photos and Interview CD. This is part 1. These are in jewel cases, the Beatles, the early years. The Beatles featuring Tony Sheridan. Sorry about the glare. You know, you should play a drinking game. Every time somebody does an upload and they say, sorry about the glare, take a swig of something. Unless you're underage, then take a swig of root beer. This is the Beatles. Please Please Me. Revolver. What about? I love that album. As I do this one. Rubber Soul. Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Heart Club Band. When I listened to that song when I was a kid, I always wondered why there was laugh track in that song during the interlude. Does anyone know the story behind that? It's been a hard day's night. I should be sleeping like a log. Then we have the Past Masters, Volume 1 and Volume 2. This is back when they released them as separate entities. Help. Something I need. I'm not an expert on the Beatles. That's for people like me, Mr. Mayo, or something like that. But I'm an expert on loving the Beatles. But there are 2 different covers for the Yellow Submarine. And there they are. So if anyone can enlighten me about that, Let It Be. Kind of a very emotional album. You know, it just kind of, I listen to it and I just feel a little bit of sadness. Maybe it's because the Beatles were ready to, that was near the end of their career, or some of the songs just have a lot of emotional resonance. The White Album, on this bulky jewel box that we're used to seeing. Told you I had a lot. Pause it and get some popcorn or something, but with the Beatles. This is the Beatles live at the BBC. Oh, like the Beatles live at the BBC. BBC stands for British Broadcast, something like that. Shut up, I just... Abbey Road. The Magical Mystery Tour. Or like the Ruddles would say, the Tragical History Tour. Inside joke. I'm pretty sure this is a bootleg, but this is the Little Red album. I think this is another bootleg. There was this record store that I used to work at, Wichita, Kansas, and they actually had a bootleg section of the store. It was right next to the folk music, and I would just tear that section up. And then this is another boot of the Hard Day's Night and the Help. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. Like I said, I'm not an expert on them. I love them so much that I don't do research. All right, coming up are mini LPs. The River Rhine tapes. This is the rock band for Rubber Soul. I guess that's for a video game or something. This is, I just recently got this one. I think it's, the tribute, the Beatles and Guest, a tribute to the Tavern. Japanese import. This is the acoustic White Album, another Japanese import. Got some songs that were on the White Album and some that were not. I think I'll do a separate presentation on these, but I just wanted to show you. And this is another Japanese import, Please Please Me, with the obi, the Beatles ballads. I believe the artist who drew that picture is John Byrne, who did some of the Jerry Rafferty album covers. One of my favorite artists. Stop sliding off the thing. Hey, hey. This is Les Beatles à Paris. And you know something? One of the boys is not in this picture. There's only 3 of them. I'll figure out who wasn't there and why, if you care. The Beatles for sale. And this is a German little guy here, the Beatles. Don't know much about this one. It's got some really good early stuff on it. Oh, by the way, I want to say hello to my German friends. In fact, hallo, ich glaube, ich bin sehr lustig. Sie sagen, ich bin nicht sehr lustig, aber ich sieht lustig aus. That's a little shout out for some of my German friends. I know you guys are probably scratching your heads right now, but my German friends should be laughing hysterically. Of course, they could be scratching their heads too. All right. Okay, this is going to take a while. I warned you. Thanks for sticking with me so far. These are some of the Paul McCartney releases that I fell in love with. Now, this is from the archive collection. This is Ram. Beautiful. Just like the album. Venus and Mars. When I was younger, that was my favorite Paul McCartney album. Wings Over America. How they managed to get that 3-record set on this, I think it's 2 discs. Technology. Wings Wildlife, Japanese import. Ram, another mini LP of Japanese import. This one here really got me. This is the alternate London Town. It contains some real stripped down versions of some of the songs that were in the London Town album. Also a mini LP. Paul McCartney, Never Stop Doing What You Love, collection of greatest hits. I think it was some sort of benefit. Red Rose Speedway, Japanese import. We also have the spoken book by Alan Clayson, read by Mike Redd, on Paul McCartney. There's one in all 4 of them. I've got those with the other stash, and the book that goes with it. Beatles related mini LP. We got Dark Horse by George Harrison. I can't open these. All right, we're just about there. Now we're going to look at. I have all but 2. These are the Apple Remastered editions that came out, I think, 4 or 5 years ago. They're not in jewel boxes. They're in these beautiful things, and they have each of them have booklets, and they're trifold, and they're magnificent. Okay, there's Beatles for sale. Please Please Me. Once again, trifold with the booklet. With the Beatles. Revolver. Let It Be. If I showed something and there was too much glare, let me know. I'll reshoot it. Beatles Past Masters. This is probably one of my favorite photographs and booklets. Abbey Road. The White Album in the slipcase. This one pretty much looks like, ooh, the original. Except it has a slipcase. Okay, boys and girls, thanks for hanging in with me. There was just a few more. Hey, if you like the Beatles, you should be happy. Sgt. Pepper's. Magical Mystery Tour. I had no idea this is going to be so. That's half of them, folks. That's half of them. Rubber Soul. Okay. All right. For those of you who are patient enough to hang out, I'm going to show you something I really enjoy, and this is the Chew Bops. These are little miniature Beatles albums that have bubblegum in them. So let's take a quick look at these. Don't chew the gum. I don't understand, but these things and baseball cards came with the most insipid and nasty tasting gum on the planet. And they all had that smell. But you know, when you're a kid, you just think, gum, yummy. Did I go past where I started? Okay, yeah, that's where I started. Oh, wow, that was laborious. But thank you so much. Hope you enjoyed what you've seen. Hope it inspires you to go out and buy some Fab 4. And if, like I said, there's something you want to see further, let me know. Okay, gotta go. Love you all. Bye.